guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to take a look at our boy SEALAS. This is one of the Dragon Ball Hero cards that came out. What's interesting is he's now a couple of years old. I'm actually recording this on June 18th of 2021. SEALAS came out on June 21st of 2019. 2 years ago, we had that special Dragon Ball Heroes collab to tie in with Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission. This is going to be a level 10 link video on our boy SEALAS. Even though SEALAS is now 2 years old, I think he's actually going to be pretty okay. And I think SEALAS is going to have a really nice spot on Terrifying Conquerors. Because the thing about SEALAS, right, is that he has a couple of links here. Let's just go ahead and take a look. So we're starting out on the crossover team. By the way, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito is a pretty good unit. But finding him on the friends list, it's just reloading over and over and over and over and over and over and over. He is not common on the friends list. SEALAS' link set, right? Brainiacs, Thirst for Conquest, Big Bad Bosses, Cold Judgment, Shocking Speed, Infighter, and Shattering the Limit. SEALAS has Big Bad Bosses and Thirst for Conquest, which means SEALAS is going to work very well with Turles, Bojack, Cooler, you know, like characters like Garlic Jr., these characters, these like sort of like movie boss characters that are on Terrifying Conquerors, SEALAS is going to work fine on as well. Now, SEALAS gets 100% attack and defense on super attack, so his defense is going to be about 140k after he supers, which is really not that bad. This is a heavy support rotation though. And he himself gives Artificial Lifeform category allies 1 key and 20% attack, and then Time Traveler category allies 1 key and 20% attack. So SEALAS he's not bad. Right? I'm going to have him rock in slot 1 just for now, just to see what he's going to be capable of doing. Remember that after supering, his defense is going to be like 140k. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what damage SEALAS is going to do. Now, I got unlucky, and we got SEALAS in slot 7, of course. Now, SEALAS does actually have a transformation. He's a transformation character. He fuses with aims 2.28. I mean, considering he's giving support, he's got, like, good links. That's okay. Like, 2 years ago, he is over 2 million. He is supporting, and he does have the good links. I'm okay with that. And then, again, he has, like, an auto transformation on turn 5. I actually think he's fairly solid once he actually transforms. I think, depending upon the situation, Ki can be an issue for SEALAS. I think you're going to have situations where it will be an issue. But his transform state, he gives himself Ki at the start of turn. So he's not really going to have those issues. And again, we are running the crossover team right here. I don't get an opportunity to run the crossover team like ever nowadays. So it's like, all right, if I'm going to do a level 10 link video for SEALAS, I want to make sure to run it on the crossover team. It probably took me maybe 25 minutes. Oh, I mean, just for good measure. I don't know. Sure, for Vegito. But it took me a good 25 minutes to find a Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. So, I don't know. Like, I remember when I did the 10 links for AGL Bardock video, I wanted to run them on crossover, but I couldn't even find a Vegito friend, so I was just like, F it. Like, you know, Bardock has a lot of different category teams. I just went to a different one. Remember that Golden Cooler, by the way, is super good. When there's a lot of Dragon Ball Hero units around, Golden Cooler can start to look really nasty, right? Okay. So now SEALAS is going to transform. He loses his support, but so he now gets 120% attack and defense on super, and he also starts out with 3 key and 60% attack and defense. This is a really good rotation right here. He links up pretty well with Fu. So he's at 117k. Again, he gets 120% defense on super. So he's at like 240k or something like that after he super attacks. That's not bad. We have everything active except for Big Bad Bosses and Shocking Speed. Funny enough, Big Bad Bosses, of course, being basically his best link, right? But SEALAS should do some good damage right here. Dragon Ball Heroes, as we continue to get these yearly collabs, I really think, like, depending upon how crazy they want to go, they could make Dragon Ball Heroes / crossover a very sustainable team. I think it'd be very easy to make crossover a legitimate team, right? Like, it's not going to be that hard. Especially if they would drop, like, an LR, like, you know, Fusion that's a crossover leader or something like that could be very good. 3.51 This guy's 2 years old. It's not bad. I mean, his great link set really helps him out, right? I mean, he's got powerful links, dude. Thirst for Conquest, 15% attack and defense. Big Bad Boss is 25% attack and defense. Cold Judgment, 25% attack. Brainiac's 15% attack and defense. Having powerful links like that, again, it's going to allow SEALAS to look very solid. Like, he is not bad whatsoever, SEALAS. It's just, you know, there's probably not the most places to use him. What's funny is one of his best friends is actually going to be the, because SEALAS is an extreme class unit, he's extreme STR. Pretty much his best friend is the extreme STR hit. Hit is going to work really well with SEALAS, that extreme STR hit. But like they actually don't have a category team together. They don't have one, right? So like that definitely hurts them quite a bit. We'll probably do one more turn with SEALAS. I'm glad that we were able to get a good long look at SEALAS' transform state right here in this initial run that we're doing. That's pretty good, right? Yeah, so we'll probably make this the last turn. Again, we're linking up pretty well. Again, you know, we have Brainiacs, Thirst for Conquest, Cold Judgment, and Shattering the Limit. SEALAS, I mean, dude, look at those stats. Like, SEALAS is solid. Again, for 2 years old. Like, it's not like he's recent. Like, you know, he's putting up, you know, he's a banner unit, right? Basically just a banner unit on the Dragon Ball Heroes banner. I mean, sure, it is hard to get a lot of these characters now if you didn't pull them initially, but that boy SEALAS can put in some work. What's his attack stat going to be right here? 3.49. Yeah, he's not bad. The one issue I have maybe with him is his super attack effects, just massively lowering defense. Who gives a dog shit about that? But SEALAS looking pretty good, man. All right, slot number 7 again, but it's not really going to hurt us too bad. So we're going up against the Metal Coolers. This is going to be a pretty good rotation for SEALAS. Remember, SEALAS is going to be able to get these links active with like Cooler, Bojack, Turles, you know, Thirst for Conquest, as well as Big Bad Bosses. Just those 2 links alone, right, is 40% attack and defense. This should be a pretty good turn for SEALAS. Yeah, dude, he gets 100% on Super right here. So he's going to jump up to, like, you know, what, like 185k? Not bad. All right, let's see what damage numbers we will get from our boy SEALAS right here. Remember that LR Turles is giving the 50% buff, or excuse me, the 30% buff to Terrifying Conquerors, which SEALAS is on. And then we're also getting the 50% buff from Cooler for Terrifying Conquerors, since we are going up against multiple enemies. So let's go ahead and see what damage numbers we'll get from SEALAS. The only thing about SEALAS when using him with these characters, right, Turles and Cooler and Bojack, is that only Bojack is getting the buff that SEALAS is giving, right? Because he gives 20% to Artificial Lifeform, 20% to Time Travelers. Of the 3, Bojack, Turles, and Cooler, I guess Garlic Jr. is also on Time Travelers, though, right? So 3.13, wow, okay. With the support, near 200k defense, okay. Boy, SEALAS looking pretty good. Yeah, Garlic Jr. is on Time Travel. So Garlic Jr. and Bojack, they're going to actually get the support type buff from SEALAS as well, right? And I did bring Garlic Jr. on this run. Garlic Jr. Pretty much works great with like every villain unit. Like the way they set Garlic Jr. up it's just great. Again, with nearly every single villain unit around. All right, so on this next turn, we will have SEALAS along with Garlic Jr. and LR Turles, and we will see the amount of damage that SEALAS is going to do. We're going to transform again. We're barely getting any rotations of his normal form because we keep getting him in slot number 7. You know, because I feel like we got a pretty decent look at his transformed state already, right? But I guess we could look at both, really. All right, so now we'll go up against the giant Metal Cooler core. I still wish that this Metal Cooler character, this AGL Dokkan Fest, I wish he had a different name, right? Because he just has, his name is just Metal Cooler, despite the fact that he has a giant transformation. It's inconsistent with how they've done previous giant-type characters. All right, so all we're going to get is Thirst for Conquest and Big Bad Bosses from Turles, right? And that's what Garlic Jr. has got as well. Just going to be very common. We'll be able to get those links. We're going to be well over 200k defense. I mean, dude, every single turn we're seeing SEALAS right now, he's like he's around 200k defense or over it. So, you know, the boy's looking good. 2-year-old unit. Looks like leveling up his links will definitely benefit. I mean, he's not bad. I don't consider this bad at all. 4 million right there. That's 30% from Turles, and we were getting 40% from Garlic Jr. So, okay. My boy SEALAS, man, able to put up some numbers for sure. I'm pretty pleased. I'd like to see a little bit more from his base form. So hopefully we can get, like, you know, not goddamn slot 7 on this next run, but we will see how it's going to turn out, right? All right, looks like, oh boy. So we got the stun and then Turles additional super, so now he's super effective against all types, right? And that's GG. Yep. Pretty good combo for Turles right there. Not bad. All right, so unbelievably, we've gotten SEALAS in slot 7 in every single stage so far. I don't know how that's possible. All right, we're on final trump card. It's like after Buhan transforms, we'd have access to big bad bosses. Right now, we've only got shocking speed with, you know, the Tank's Buhan unit. We get Brainiacs from Vegito as well, but I do suspect that Buhan would probably one-shot this Turles, so I'm going to put SEALAS slot 1. So now we have a turn with SEALAS without any support, and I mean, he's dropping down significantly, right? I mean, he's only going to be at, what, 70k defense after he super attacks? So this is a far, like, unimpressive turn for him, but all we have active is shocking speed. It's not even like we have a ton of links active or anything like that. So, you know, we can see how he's a little bit underwhelming here. SEALAS can work well on, like, a villain variant of Final Trump card, though. Because, you know, you've got Turles on here. You have Goku Black on here. You know, units that SEALAS will work well with, right? I think Final Trump card eventually, you know, if they decide to split that off into a hero side and a villain side, like they give us some crazy, maybe like another Dokkan Fest Turles, or I don't know, which character is likely to be a villain Final Trump card leader? Not like one of these maybe Baby, Majin Vegeta, Namek Frieza, I guess Merge Zamasu, Golden Frieza from Resurrection F, Final Form Cooler. You know, one of those characters could lead villain Final Trump card, and that actually could be good. Again, I really would like to see... Oh, boy. I do not know. I think Turles is probably dead here. So it looks like because I keep getting goddamn SEALAS in slot 7. It's very frustrating. I might... I don't know. How about, like, just not goddamn slot 7 for a showcase? That'd be cool. Maybe I'll just do Final Trump card again. I mean, we're running Final Trump card / Patara, by the way. That way we get Supreme Pie of Time on here. I don't know. Vegito... if he gets even one crit, Turles is probably dead here. Let's see. Okay, of course he crits. Let me guess, this is another crit right here. I mean, next turn, we're just going to have SEALAS in... okay, I mean, he gets an additional again. Relax, bud. All right, next turn, we're going to have AGL Rose, but SEALAS is going to transform again. Again, we've had more turns with him transformed unbelievably in this video up to this point than we have of him just in base, right? Okay, so with Goku Black, we would have big bad bosses. So 66k, shocking speed would get us up to 69k. Let me just do this right here. Dude, Turles can... Oh, no, he's sealed. Okay, I was going to say, Turles can stun. I'll be so frustrated if he does, but he's sealed. But yeah, big bad bosses, dude. Just having big bad bosses around on the character allows you to work very well. Remember, if we transform with Buhan, he would then get big bad bosses. So that 2.66? Okay. All right, I think I want to go to Transformation Boost / Terrifying Conquerors now. Hopefully we get SEALAS not turn... Well, oh, level 8 link right there. I'll take that. But hopefully we don't get SEALAS in, like, turn 67. All right, we got SEALAS turn 1! Yeah! All right! Now, remember, SEALAS is on both Transformation Boost and Terrifying Conquerors, so he's always getting buffed by Cooler in some form or fashion, right? So this is a pretty good turn 1 for SEALAS. I mean, yeah, he's going to be, you know, up over 180k defense right here. We're getting a lot. He's getting, what, 80% attack and defensive support. we're getting 50% from Boo, and we're getting the 30% from Cooler, as well as having Thirst for Conquest and Big Bad Bosses active. So let's go ahead and see how much damage we are going to go ahead and slap our boy with right here. Cell gets hit for a solid 3.13 turn 1. I mean, that's definitely decent, right? SEALAS' damage without support is probably going to be pretty low in his base form. We haven't gotten a turn with him without support yet. I think after this, I want to do one run. Yeah, I'm going to get Turles next to him too. I do want to get one run with SEALAS where we don't have support in his base form. I think that's a pretty important rotation to get. SEALAS not having support in his base form, because I think it's going to be a very, very weak and meager attack stat, right? But SEALAS definitely can be a pretty good unit to rock on the crossover team, because there's a lot of, like, kind of carryover between time travelers and crossover, right? So if we're rocking SEALAS over there, we are going to be getting that, like he's going to be buffing a lot of the, Dragon Ball Heroes characters with time travelers. All right, it's just every character additionally, and we're just wiping out all the Cell Juniors here? Okay, cool. I really would like at least 2 Cell Juniors to survive into this next turn, so that Cooler can have his 50% buff. Okay, good. All right. Okay, so here is a really good rotation. Golden Cooler. There's only 2 Dragon Ball Heroes characters here, so Golden Cooler doesn't get that guaranteed additional and stuff like that. Okay, so we can just do this right here. So SEALAS has Brainiacs, Thirst for Conquest, Big Bad Bosses, Cold Judgment, and Shattering the Limit active. Remember, with Golden Cooler, you have Cold Judgment, Brainiacs, and Shattering the Limit. That's a lot of defense those 2 share, by the way. Like, right here, SEALAS is way over 200k. Brainiacs, 15% defense. Cold Judgment, 25% defense. Shattering Limit getting you 5% defense. So you're just getting so much defense from those 3 links. 3.4. Yeah, I mean, we're seeing some decent numbers out of SEALAS. Okay. Again, let's go to just a run on any stage, and I just want to see SEALAS without support. That's all we're looking at in this. We're going to do one more run after this, and we just want to see SEALAS without support is all we're looking for. Here, I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to give Turles a big mega attack, and we're just going to sit this Cell down. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll get our one more turn with SEALAS next turn. Again, he is going to transform next turn on turn 5. And then we'll do our one turn of SEALAS base form without getting any support, right? Again, it should be a pretty weak attack stat, I'm thinking. Because he gets his attack buff on super. So like characters like that, they get massively buffed when you have support type units around that get their attack buffs on super attack, right? That's how they start doing just such impressive damage. Okay, so we have a really good rotation right here for our boy SEALAS as well. Again, very similar to last turn right here. So let's have Turles go there. We will have SEALAS attack right there. What is SEALAS' defense right here? Wow, like a 250k, 260k, 270k. Golden Cooler and SEALAS together they're pretty tanky. I mean, that's going to allow SEALAS to get to some really good defensive levels, right? Because remember, he's doubling his defense on super attack, right? So, not bad. I'm pretty impressed with what we're seeing out of SEALAS. He's probably a little bit better than I would have initially given him credit for. And then right here, we get up to 4.33 with Turles and Golden Cooler both supporting him. Pretty good by SEALAS so far. Pretty damn good. All right, so here we are, turn 1 with our boy SEALAS. Looks like we are, without support, we're going to struggle to hit a super attack right here. We are going to have a few different links, right? So we've got Thirst for Conquest, Big Bad Bosses, and Cold Judgment right here. I guess what I can do is I could put Zamasu first. I'll do I better not. I mean, Cold Judgment is just going to give me defense, right? He's at 55k, which is not the craziest. Remember that Bojack only supports space traveling warrior characters, right? So we're not even going to be getting a support type buff from Bojack right here. But we do have those 2 good links, Thirst for Conquest and Big Bad Bosses. So let's see what SEALAS will do on his first turn here without having any support. And SEALAS gets us an attack stat of 1.71. Yes, that's not really that impressive. If you're going to be rocking SEALAS, he really, really does want that support type buff to significantly help him out, right? So let me know what you guys thought of our boy SEALAS. He's okay. I think, you know, he's got links that are going to allow him to look pretty solid depending upon the situation, right? Again, Big Bad Bosses, Cold Judgment, Brainiacs, Thirst for Conquest. He has links that give very substantial buffs. So, you know, if you're able to get these links active, I think SEALAS actually can look pretty damn solid. So let me know what you guys think of our boy SEALAS at full level 10 links. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.